For this project here, we are going to do a 3D printed life-size version of a FaceHugger from the Alien franchise. For those of you who haven't seen the Alien movies, these things essentially jump out of eggs, latch onto your face, and impregnate you with an alien embryo, which later bursts out of your chest and grows into a large, menacing creature. This is a large print, multiple parts, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is the first piece of the FaceHugger STL that I'm utilizing. This is the bottom half of the FaceHugger. You get that cool gyroid infill, always fun to watch get printed in. So this piece alone is 6 hours. We will check out the progress as we go. Alright, so here we have the bottom of the FaceHugger and 3 of the legs. So these are all the sections that make up 3 of the 8 legs. So got a pile over there of some more, and then I got to print a few more out, and then here's some of the tail sections they're printing out. So coming along, got to start gluing these things together so that they're ready to go as the new prints come out. So gonna start doing that, and then for the gluing process, I'll use mostly this E6000 because it's nice and flexible, but it doesn't set very quickly. So I'll use also a few drops of just some super glue to hold, so the pieces hold really firm, and then over a 24-hour period, the E6000 will set in. The reason I like using this stuff as well is because it's got a little bit of flexibility to it, so if the parts do flex at all, they won't pop like they would if I just used super glue alone. And then, being that I have a textured bed, so we can get the video to focus, so the bottom's perfect for gluing because it's kind of a, oops, dropped that one. It's kind of a rough surface, so it'll glue really well once the adhesion is applied. Looking forward to that. Printing complete. It went really well, but dang, it's a lot of parts. Time to get gluing and assembling, and then we'll start painting. Alright, so the primer and the base coat is on. Went with kind of like a flat dark earth color for the base coat. And now we're gonna bust out the airbrush and do some detail work on it, but it's almost done. And it's looking pretty great. This thing is gross looking. Love it. Airbrushing is complete. Basically just kind of highlighted some of the raised areas with a darker paint, and then the underside's nice and kind of gross, fleshy. I'll do a little product showcase and call this project done. Alright, so here's the finished FaceHugger. And as I mentioned before, essentially it's kind of a flat dark earth with these brown highlights I used the airbrusher on. Turned out really good. And now I'll flip it over and show the underside. And it's kind of like a nice, gross, fleshy look. Pretty pleased with how that turned out using the airbrush. And again, all the arms move and articulate so you can wrap it around someone's head, and the tail also is fully movable. Overall, it's roughly, I want to say about 40 inches from tip of the finger to the tail. And yeah, this thing turned out awesome. Pretty pleased with it. Fun project.